What happens when a quiet evening turns into a moment of pure chaos? A simple car wash, a heated family feud, and a gun pointed in fear. This is the shocking courtroom story, where every word decides the truth.
Officer in charge may remain in the court.
Do not attend to comment?
I don't think I'm going to.
There's somebody behind you.
Yes.
All right. May I have it sworn?
Right hand. Solemnly swear upon the testimony about your truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, I do.
See, state and spell your first and last name for the record.
My name is Omar Mohammed. Omarmohammed.
Main corner.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Mohammed, I'm going to turn your attention to August 14th, 2025, at approximately 5 to 6 p.m. in the evening. Where were you at that time?
I was at Zippy's Car Wash on Carpenter Road.
And is that located at 5300 Carpenter Road? And to your knowledge, that's in the Pittsfield Township and within the County of Washtenaw in the state of Michigan?
Yes.
And what were you doing there?
I was vacuuming off the car and cleaning it out.
And were you there by yourself?
No, I was accompanied by my sister, Omar Mohammed.
Could you spell her name for the record, please?
H-A-N-E-M. Mohammed, M-O-H-A-M-M-A-D. And my friend, Talal Al-Maita.
Would you spell Talal's name, please?
I know the spelling of his first name, but not his last. His first name is spelled T-A-L-A-L.
Does A-L-M-A-I-T-A sound correct?
Yes.
And while you were there vacuuming your car, what, if anything, happened?
So as we were vacuuming our cars, Talal then went to the car wash and came back and parked his vehicle at the end of the vacuuming station, where the entrance is for the vacuuming station at the back.
In a calm Michigan evening, what started as a simple car wash turned into a dangerous confrontation. Omar Mohammed never expected his ordinary day to spiral into a moment of fear, anger, and near violence.
Okay. So as you were finishing vacuuming?
So as I was finishing vacuuming, I noticed that Talal finished his car wash, and so I was exiting the vacuuming station. And as I was exiting the vacuuming station, I noticed that he was still. And then I also noticed that shawaka was coming into the car wash.
All right, I'm going to stop you there. When you say you were exiting, were you walking or you were driving your vehicle?
I was driving my vehicle.
Okay. And you said jabril shawaka. Did you personally observe him?
Yes.
And did you know him before you saw him that day?
Yes.
How do you know him?
He is my brother-in-law's brother.
Your brother-in-law's brother. Could you explain to the court what you mean by that?
His brother, Feud shawaka, is currently married but going through a divorce with my sister, Omar Mohammed.
And Haneen Mohammed was with you?
Yes.
Okay. So you observed Mr. Shawaka come into the car wash. Could you describe your relation, or excuse me, strike that, Judge, I'm sorry. How many times have you met with or spoken to Jabril Shawaka?
Probably a handful of times, probably about 5, I'd say.
And how would you describe the state of your relationship at that time?
At that time, there's a lot of animosity and conflict, and it's an aggressive relationship with him.
And could you describe for the court what you mean by that?
So basically, every encounter that I've had with him in the previous has been very negative. There's been violent threats. There has been multiple encounters of shouting, cussing out my family, disrespect, neglect of family members.
And would this be, what are this animosity related to?
This animosity is related to my sister and Feud, Shawaka, Omar Mohammed and Feud Shawaka, having conflict in their marriage and going through with a divorce.
Okay. So with that in mind, when you observed Mr. Shawaka come into the car wash, what happened next?
After that, I noticed that he was glancing at me very inappropriately, and he gave me an inappropriate hand gesture.
What was that?
Middle finger, which I reciprocated. I apologize to the court. That was not the best behavior of my end, but I reciprocated that with the same hand gesture.
It's a free country. You have the right of expression.
Staying.
After you exchanged gestures, what happened after that?
After that, he continued to drive forward. I noticed that Talal was still parked at the same spot where he parked the parking station is.
Mm-hmm.
And he drove forward, and there's like
I'm going to stop you. I apologize. When you say he drove forward,
so
you're referring to whom?
he drove past me.
Whom? Who drove?
Jabril Shawaka.
Okay.
Drove past me. And he stopped at the island where the entrance and exit is for the vacuuming station.
As Omar steps out of his vehicle, the tension explodes. A familiar face, Jabril Shawaka, stands before him, hand reaching toward a weapon, finger on the trigger of conflict.
Okay. And then what did he do?
Then he exited the vehicle. I also exited my vehicle. After that, Salal was probably outside of his vehicle, wiping it down or something. So I exited my vehicle. And noticed that Paul was not out of his vehicle yet. But Jabril Shawaka was out of his vehicle, and his door was open. And
Which door?
his driver's door.
Okay. And then what happened? What did he do next?
When I got out of the vehicle, I next noticed that he started reaching for a handgun that was on his driver's side door.
So when you say reaching, he was reaching towards the driver's side door.
Yes.
All right. And then when did you observe a handgun?
Yes.
All right. When you observed that, where was it?
It was in his right hand, and it was pointing at me.
Describe for the court how he was holding it and how it was pointed at you, please.
When he grabbed it with his driver's side door, he reached down and grabbed it, and he picked it up. He brought it up to his waistline and pointed it directly at me.
Was his arm fully extended or was it down at his side?
It was down at his side.
And his forearm was raised?
What do you mean by forearm?
This part of it.
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor. And at that time, did you testify that the firearm was pointed at you?
Yes.
All right. What did you do next?
I then next raised my hands.
Why did you raise your hands?
To be honest, I was in fear that
Fear.
I was gonna get shot, and I was also making myself noticeably that I was defenseless and had no weapons on my person.
Okay. And then after you did that, what happened next?
After that, we were exchanging words, and I was basically saying some inappropriate terms, kind of to question his courage, to kind of motivate him to lower his weapon, so I could be out of the state of danger. And then I turned around and noticed that a black truck with 3 other guys, a black DMC, approached and got down from their vehicle.
At the time that you turned away, was he still holding the firearm?
Yes.
Excuse me, Your Honor. So as you turned and walked away and the other car came in, what happened after that?
After that, they
The witness raises his hands, surrendering to fear. His only thought, survival. The courtroom falls silent as the words echo, "I thought I was going to get shot."
my truck was parked at the exit of the vacuuming station, and they came and parked beside me, the black truck, and 3 guys, I don't know who they were, got down from the vehicle. and they got basically in between me and getting him back into my car.
And then what happened?
After that, they started talking to Jabril, and they started talking to me and kind of getting in between me. I was just trying to get my sister back in my car. I was yelling. I was police. Let's get out of here.
Were they all speaking English?
Yes.
Okay. And what were they saying back and forth?
They're the only thing I remember was them saying that they know Jabril and that he's very problematic. That was one of the statements that I remembered. Other than that, I don't remember much.
All right. So after they said that, what happened next?
After that, Jabril started to approach us where.
In seconds, more men arrive. A black truck pulls up, 3 figures step out, and the car wash becomes a battlefield. Voices rise, fists fly, and witnesses watch a family feud turn physical.
After they approached me, and they were all huddling around me, and then he got behind one of them and reached over. Jabril Shawaka reached over one of the guys and punched me in the face.
And then what happened?
And then I punched him back.
And what happened from there?
After I punched him back, I punched him a couple times, and then I got back and I started looking for my sister, telling her, let's get back in the truck, let's leave. These guys are very violent, they attacked me. I also noticed that employees from the car wash started to approach to see what was happening, the situation, and I was just very frantic and trying to leave.
And then what did you do after that?
I gathered my sister, my friend, Omar Mohammed, and we got back in our vehicles and we started to leave. I got back in my truck and put my car in drive and started to leave the car wash. I went to the front of the car wash, and Salah pulled beside me in the front of the car wash, and he was trying to ask me where the car wash was because he was on the phone with the police. And I responded, Carpenter Road, but he didn't hear me.
And then what happened?
After that, he parked beside me in the front of the car wash, and he got down from his vehicle, and I got down from mine. And when I got down from my vehicle, I noticed that a deep shawaka came into the car wash and blocked our trucks.
Who is a deep shawaka?
A deep shawaka is Jabril Shawaka, and deep shawaka is brother.
Is this the person that is married to your sister?
No, a deep shawaka is the brother. Deep shawaka is the one that's married to my sister.
So this is a different brother.
This is a different brother.
And how he arrived in a car?
He arrived in a black car.
And where did he park that car?
What?
I'm sorry?
He arrived in a
Black Ram truck.
And then what did that truck do?
It came and it blocked off our trucks from exiting.
And then what happened after that?
After that, I seen that my friend Salah was getting down from his truck, so I told him to get back into his truck.
The fight ends as quickly as it began. Omar, his sister, and his friend rush to escape. But the danger isn't over. Another truck blocks their path as new threats close in and justice waits to uncover the truth.